Hi everyone, welcome back to RTS, and what are we going to do today? Again, record the story. My favorite thing to do on this channel, and since this is still May, even though it may be the end of May or closer to June, because uploading to YouTube is taking quite a bit of time. Of course, you know, after you do the video, you have the editing and the exporting and the uploading and, you know, intros and endings, and so it takes a little bit of time, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's been fun. So even though may end, I will still be working on load. So I hope that's okay. So again, record the story. It is day 23. And I am 22 for 22 when it comes to load. So I am going to make it 23. Now, I will have to tell you, I have a mega headache today. Mega. You know, the pollen count is so high. And my daughter and I have just been dealing with, well, and my husband too, just sinus headache after sinus headache, and tired of dealing with it. And I know everyone else too. So let's bring on summer. Let's get out of the spring. So what are we going to do today for record the story? Well, you know, right here, I'm loving that little thing right there. So I want to say something about load. And you know, my love of load, my serious love of load, because it simply gets you out of your rut, your comfort zone, and it makes you think about stories, photo connections, and even if you're not into storytelling, it makes you pick out some product and some techniques that maybe you haven't played with for a while, okay? And it's fun to share layouts with other people, especially when people like your layouts, and then to see what other people take the same prompt and run with it. And that's the thing about load. You don't have to stay on prompt, okay? And so I'm on day 23. There's only been one day that stumped me, and that was yesterday. But I pulled it off. So, okay, what did I want to say with load? And of course, all my load links will be below, so go check them out. I'm sitting here playing with Tassel Bows because I just made a bunch, and there will be a video that will be posted, if not already, about a DIY Tassel Bows, as cute as can be. So easy, and there's a giveaway, so make sure you check in on that. So I'm sitting here playing with bows. I can easily get distracted. You know that book, Give a Mouse a Cookie? Yeah, give Janet something and see what she does with it. So, okay, see, I'm already off point. Okay, the load event. Okay, so the prompt for today, and this is why I wanted to talk about load. The prompt for today was the cat memes. And you know, there's a ton of memes on the internet, and they're funny and things like that. So you could do something with cats, and then the technique prompt was to do something with floral or butterflies. So the whole prompt today, and I loved the layout that Melissa was the guest designer today. And so that's what Alice does. She shows a video, she tells you what the prompt is, and then she will have a layout with a guest designer to reiterate what the prompt is and to get you started, to give you some ideas. And so today was Melissa Shannon from Digital Scrapbooking HQ, and she's a digital scrapper. And I loved her layout today, and even though she was a digital scrapbooker, it inspired me, and I'm going to do something today on a page because of Melissa's digital page. It was just too cute. Okay, so the prompt was, you know, anything to do with cats, okay? Or funny cats, or you know how the cat memes will have improper English, that type of thing. And then also do flowers and butterflies. So sometimes if I'm sitting there and I'm watching the video and I'm reading the prompt and I don't know what to do, and this is chicken scratch, so don't pay attention. And so what I'll do is I'll write it down, and then what I do is I underline keywords, okay? So you can take one prompt and you can go in so many different directions. So in today's prompt, and this is what I wanted to share about load, it just isn't one prompt and you have to stick with it. So I can do anything about cats. So that means you can do anything about animals. You can do anything that's cute, because the word cute kept coming up in the prompt in the video. Anything to do with English. So you could do, you know, maybe talk about some stories about, you know, we have a slang in our neck of the woods, and you could do a layout about nicknames or pet names or different sayings your family has. And then also to anything with floral, anything with butterflies, a trip to the zoo, outside. So you see, just in today's prompt, you could take this a million different directions. And so the word that kept popping up in my head was cute. Okay, and so then also too with the cat memes, it was a play on words. So I thought, okay, I'm going to find some photos that are cute, and cute as a button. And I'm going to play off of that. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It has nothing to do with cats. And I don't even think I'll get any floral butterflies, but I'm going with the cute factor, and that's what I'm picking today. Anything that's cute, and then a play on my title. So that's how I took the prompt. So I wanted to state that. So there's just so many different ways. And then also too, you know, we have a discussion board. You can pop on a discussion board and say, I can't come up with a prompt, give me an idea, and someone will be there to help you. I almost just had a mega circle punch go flying. Oh, okay, let's get cracking. Okay, so what am I going to play with today? Well, I saw these colors and, you know, I thought of my knockoff kit, the Pinkfresh BU, so I pulled that out as quick as anything. Oh, pulled everything out of the bag. I have my papers, I have titles, and you know, I have my 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I mean, you know, I just love that. I'll talk more about that in a minute. I have scraps all ready to go. I have all of these embellishments and washi and ribbon and all these choices right there. I just have them in a photo lid because my piles are getting about 3 feet high. No joke. Yeah. So, get cracking. Okay, so that video is up if you want to go watch that Pinkfresh BU knockoff, as well as my Pink Paisley Auburn Lane, and what was the other one? Fancy Pants, the Bright Side. I have loved every one of those kits. So I printed out my photos. Now I wanted to give a little tip about printing photos at home. And I use an Epson PictureMate. I think I'm on my 5th or 6th machine. And it's not because they go bad, it's just because I've been doing it so long. And now I think they're coming out with one that prints at 5:7, so that is on my wish list. So when you have photos, and you know, people do this Insta stories and Snapchat and all those other things that I don't understand, but my little girl does, and she sends me these. When you go to print these at home, or if you send them off, there will be part of your image cut off. So one way to combat that is if you get the option at home, and I know Epson gives it to you, you can print these in a fax. FAX option. Rather than a full photo, it'll say full fax. And so that you can print it out, and it'll make it shorter here. You won't get your 4 inches, but you'll get your full effect. Okay? That's just a little tip, because I really wanted to print these in a 4x4. That's not going to work because of these graphics. But if I print it in a fax, FAX option, it does not cut off those, anything off your photo. And then, well, I'll talk more about that to how I will show you how you can print a 4x4 photo from a 4x6. I'll show that in another day, because this is probably getting too long. I just did a tutorial last night, and the video file is so long. So now, thank goodness for teenagers or young people. My girl's not a teenager anymore, but she's going to show me how to compress a file, because I can't transfer it. It got too long, and it's about photo matting ideas. Okay, so that will be coming. I got so much going on. Really, it's been fun. Okay, so I have my sketch, which is from this month's, well, maybe June by now, page maps. And the reason I picked this out is because it had bunnies. It was just, okay, well, that looked like an Easter page. And so you see, I'm going to be scrapbooking some photos from Easter, but I am not going to use a single Easter product. And I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? Because you know, the whole mood and feel thing. So there's my sketch. There's my beautiful little girl. Oh. Yes, I kiss my photos. Okay, so I have my papers. So, you know, it's got to be a quick process. So what am I going to do? Mood and feel. So honestly, anything in this whole stack will be fine. But I'm looking and what do you have? The pastels, you know, Easter. So I'm just going to go by mood and feel. And basically what I just want to play with. I had thought about that foil, but you know, I have such a headache. I just don't even think I can deal with foil today. I didn't want to do flowers. Like I said, I tried it, you know. Well, there's pink. And I'm running out of pink papers in this collection because, you know, with my little girl, I use a lot of pink. Okay, so what am I going to need? I'm only going to need about 3 papers and a background. I'm making it easy because, again, fast page. And then when you have a headache, it needs to be a super fast page. But I can't move super fast. This, you know, and again, this is all I do. I just flip through them. I don't even consider the B-sides. So I'm just going for pastels. That's exactly, yes. And see how it's a different scale? That works. I'm really not going to do the navy. So pastels. See, now that would be a nice color option, but these two patterns are close in scale. So you'd have to pick one or the other, or use a very small sampling of one. Coral's not making the cut today. Well, that mint, that ombre mint, that's cute. Oh, yes. Oh, rock my socks, baby. I like that. Okay, now see, I don't really have any mint in my photos, but I do the mood and feel thing, so I'm doing pastels. It'll all work. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, not digging the orange. And that's a nice gingham. But you know, my little girl's not a gingham girl. And you know, okay, so here's my point. I'm working on really Easter, okay, pastel colors. And this gingham, guess what that's from? That's a winter line. You want to see what the back is? Yeah, winter, caroling snowman, making spirits bright. So, when you organize your product in the way in which you scrap, it's whatever fits your mood and feel. This is winter that I'm using for an Easter page. Now, will I use that? I don't know. I really like that combination. So maybe one of those could be, and now I just have these mats. And see, that definitely, see, you could get away with that. You could definitely die cut those. Oh, there's that yellow. But I have an idea for my yellow. So hang tight. It's going to be something different. I'm going to show you how I organize something. I'm getting a lot of questions on how I organize, so just keep them coming. Keep any questions coming. I write them down, and it might be a little while till I get to. This pink's too pink. That's too bright. Yeah, see, so I have my mood and feel going on right over here. Where did my mint buddy go? There we go. So I already can tell. Okay, so here's going to be an option. Okay, so you see these cardstocks here. And sometimes you think, if you have natural light in your room, this will come up very quickly. Okay, this is all the same cardstock, but I don't know if you can tell, but they don't look like the same color cardstocks. And you know why? Because the backs or the fronts have a different fibrous feel and look. So if you don't like the look on one, flip it over and maybe the back will be one. Okay, and I think this is, I'm not even going to say what this is, because I think this, you know, the whole basil thing with my mind's eye, I don't know who's making what anymore. You know, it's like everything goes under one umbrella and then it all scatters, so I don't know. There's my choices. I don't know exactly what I'm going to go with, but that's what I'm playing with, and I like those. I like those a lot. Okay, so again, the same process. My papers, my sketch. And so why do I start with my papers? Because that's my biggest supply, and then I build up. Okay, so that, right there's my sketch. And so, bunnies. Like I said, I have some Easter supplies. I don't have a lot, but I just don't feel like going to go get them. And plus, I wanted to show you do not have to have themed product to do themed layouts. Okay? So, what am I going to need next? You know I'm going to go right to my alphas. Well, my kit already had all these options. That would work, that would work, that would work, you know? And then, because I have piles that are 3 feet high, I have these options here. And I just happened to see them and I thought, well, yeah, you know, for this layout, I may play with those. It depends. And I think my title is going to be my honey bunny. Because, you know, you're supposed to do the cute factor and play on words, and so I'm going to call it my honey bunny. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So what I'll do is I'll pour out some wax paper, pick one of those alphas right off the bat, and run with it, because, you know, you have to make quick decisions. So what am I going to do next? Well, what else do I need? Okay, well, what do I have in my photos? I have Easter eggs. I don't have any Easter product laying around, but what I do have, I have an oval punch. Okay, and it's been a long time since I've used this, and it's been a long time since I bought this, and so I thought that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if you don't have an actual product, go by shape. So we're going to be working with ovals today. I haven't worked with ovals for quite a while, so that'll be fun. So I use this as an inspiration. I can get some scraps. You know, I have my whole scrap thing here. And I can pull out some scraps and perhaps make some Easter eggs with just simply an oval punch. And you know, we got lots of washi. We could even get some, maybe even some ribbon or this thin washi on an Easter egg. Okay, so I will try to do that and see how that works. Okay, that's an option. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Okay, so my other embellishments. Well, the reason that I have these tassel bows laying here on my desk, which this was a happy accident. I absolutely love that right there. And when I saw that laying on my desk, when I pulled out my Pinkfresh kit, and because I knew these were going back in the kit because I was making them as a DIY and I have a giveaway, so I was on the video. And I thought, you know what? I may just simply get some of these tassel bows on. Or perhaps, maybe, I'll get them on something like that. Just some ideas. And like I said, I'm a big fan of laying things out for inspiration, whether you use it or not. Okay? Because you may see, oh, well, that looks like a bow. I might have some other type of bows. Oh, I might see this pink. I want another type of pink. Things like that. Okay? So, the last thing I want to show is, here's my pastel colors. But I know I want a pop of yellow. And this kit didn't have yellow, but I did have some yellow representation in the 6x6. And I think there was some yellow, it's lemons. I'm not going to put lemons on that. Okay? So, I could play with that. Or I could get them yellow in with some eggs. Just simply take some yellow paper, take your oval punch, and do it that way. But what I wanted to show you, and I'm going to move all of this just for a minute, was I'm going to show you how I have stickers, die cuts, and chipboard organized in one binder. And you see I have a yellow here. So all I did was I went to my shelf and I pulled my yellow binder. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. Make sure I have room, and I hope I'm still in frame. I'm pretty sure I am. Okay. Like I said, I have a mega headache, so if I'm a little off, that's why. Okay, so what do I do? And I'm going to go into more detail when I talk about some more organizing, but I just wanted to give you a little peek because I needed to go get some yellow embellishments. So how do I do that? Well, I could go to my color boxes, which I've showed that before, but I wanted some more dimension, so I thought chipboard. So this is what I do. So I have all three categories. I have stickers, die cuts, and chipboard in this one binder. And again, I'll talk more about that, and I will tell you how many colors I have for these binders. And I did this, I don't even know how many years ago, and it's just been the most lifesaver because I really like it. I really like it. Okay, so again, you can see I have all these stickers. Now, mind you, I've been scrapbooking a long time, so I have a lot of different product. I have a lot of different manufacturers, a lot of different collections. So once I'm done playing with a collection and things are not so fresh and new, I will tear them apart, tear my kits apart, and I will divide them by color. So, of course, you can see, and I'm just going to go through this just so you can get a little idea. And so, just everything you can imagine. Now, what are these stickers on? It's an 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I put hole punches, 3 hole punches, and then I adhered wax paper, because you can take stickers off of wax paper. It's still sticky, okay? And you can just put it back on when you're done, okay? And I'm not even going to say where I learned this, because I'm just going to say it wasn't my idea. I learned it somewhere, and I'll tell you, I'll just show you right now. When I got the idea, which was years ago, I started with something like this, a sticker book. Simply a sticker book. And I took wax paper, and so you'll see I have some yellow ones in here too. I have some wax paper. And so then I just used that, and then I have 4 of these, and I just divvied them up right there. I can just see there's my red, orange, and yellow. Okay, so I'll talk more about this in detail. And you'll say, well, why do you have 2? Well, when I travel, these go with me. These don't. Okay, and again, I started out with those, so I wasn't going to tear them down. I had too much work in them. But I will again talk more about that. So again, here's the stickers. Okay, and every binder is done the same way. I have all my stickers up front, and then we go into die cuts. Okay, well, those are still stickers. Okay, die cuts. And so how do I have these on? And I just had that there. When I've done a little bit of everything. So I used to sell be consultant for several different companies, and I used to hold classes and crops and all that, and I sold supplies, so I had lots of these, and so I would just use these, and I would just adhere that. You can use half of that, not the whole thing, and that's how I did these die cuts. And you're going to say, well, that took some time. Yes, it did, but you know what I would do? In front of a TV, in front of a video, and you just flip them over, put a little adhesive. I suggest these because it's the cheapest way to go. And there's my die cuts. I mean, it's like you're creating your own catalog, because I have said for years, if there was any way you could have a vending machine in your scrap space or a craft room and just hit, okay, I want flair, I want breads, I want stickers, I want die cuts, and then to have a bicolor, this is like my little vending machine. Honestly, that's how I look at it. It is my, and this is why I call it inventory, because I spend time organizing and I spend time keeping things in good condition. This is why it's inventory. It's not just stash. It's not just stuff I throw around. And I know a lot of you are like that too. You really take good care of your inventory and your product. Okay, so we had stickers, then we had die cuts. Even these little things, I'll just rip off a little piece and I will get them on there, because believe me, this is a lot easier to look at. Then, now in my kit, you know what I have? I have this. Okay, so which is easier to look at? This or this, okay? And again, I have a whole video coming up on that. It's coming up soon. I'm not sure when. Okay, so then we have chipboard. And so how do I have my chipboard? The same way as the stickers with the wax paper, but then you need to put your chipboard in a page protector. Okay? Absolutely hate that design. Keep on moving. And that's what I did. Okay? Because if you don't, chipboard will easily pop off and then you're going to lose it. So chipboard is a heavier weight, so it needs to be in a page protector. Okay? And I will again go into more detail when I do that video. So you're saying, okay, well, what are you going to do? Well, this is what I do. I know I want some yellow. I know my mood and feel is Easter, cute, bunny, anything to do with that. So I will just look at anything like this, and I'm thinking, well, I'm going to build clusters. So right here, and I know this is Echo Park. That's pretty bad. I know that's an Echo Park sticker, but I know some of you gals are like that too. Okay, and see right there, that would be, oh no, see, that would be a nice cluster builder too. Now, I will pull a variety. Will I use them all? No. But when I sit to scrap, I'm not going to go get anything else. It'll be what's on there. Oh no, that's right there. But see, I'm looking for a bunny. Will I find a yellow bunny? No. But that's all right. And I'll just keep going through here. Anything that just sticks out at me. I know I'm not going with florals. That little birdie would be cute. But I'm still going to try to look for a bunny. And bunnies, you know, sometimes the end product is usually white. So I could go to my white category, my binder, and see if I can find a white bunny. And I may do that. And I won't sit here and do the whole thing, because if this video is long, it won't get uploaded. Okay? So this will be what I do. And what was in my mind was chipboard. I wanted some chipboard. So, and that's what I'm looking at. And, you know. Oh, right there. Or the My Girl. Now, see right there. Okay, My Girl. And all I do is just pull this out. This is My Girl. And that has pastel colors. And I like this hello. And you see what I did? Just ripped them right off. Now, well, I'm not even going to talk about chipboard, because I can talk about that when I do the video. Oh, and there's a yellow heart. You know, because I'm saying my honey bunny. There's a yellow heart. And I'll just keep doing that. And I will not fill up this whole sheet. It'll just be about 8 or 9 just to play with. And that's what I'll do. Okay. So, I will finish that process. And I will come back with a finished page. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. Cute, cute, cute. That is the prompt for today. Anything cute. And my honey bunny. That's what I'm going to title it. Okay, I will be back with a finished page. Hang on. Okay, I am back with my finished page. And again, another simple page. So did I get everything on here I wanted to do? No, but that's okay, right? It's about getting a page done a day and getting it loaded to the Flickr gallery. So I wanted to use this oval punch and make Easter eggs with some scraps. It just didn't happen, and that's okay, because we can play another day. The important thing is getting a story recorded and getting it done. And that's what load is about. And sometimes with load, it has to be a simple page. And that's what today is, a simple page. So I took my photos and I used this pink paper and made a mat. And not only did I make a mat, I made a mat with paper tearing. If you can see, I have 2 layers of paper tearing. And that is old school, isn't it? But it's a fun technique. We kind of forget about the old stuff, don't we? And I just used my ruler there and did some paper tears, and then I took my pink mat and put it on a turquoise mat with a darker turquoise mat, and those are just rectangle cuts, as simple as can be. And then I took these 2 pink photo corners that was on that 12 by 12 sticker sheet. Does it get any faster than that? Oh, I love having stickers on that wax paper, just stick and go. And so then of course I did a diagonal design, and I pulled some elements from the kit and my sequins, and I had pulled some elements, the yellow, from my yellow binder, and I had picked 6 and I used 3. And so then someone asked, what will I do with these? I would just put them in with this kit. No sense putting them back in the binder because I'm going to still play with this kit for a while. And again, I'll have another whole video coming up about that whole way of organizing stickers, die cuts, and chipboard. Okay, so then I just basically got all my colors represented. Okay, and so I got my pink and my white, my yellow, my turquoise. And then up here and down below, you can see that I have, not only do I have these diagonal cuts, I have faux stitching. So today, the guest designer, and with load, not only do you get a video and a prompt and technique prompts and things like that, but you also, Alice has a guest designer. And so today, Melissa, with her page, even though she's a digital scrapbooker, she had these elements from the top and the bottom, and I thought, I haven't done that for a while. So that made me think maybe I should do that on my page. And I think it's a really good element to add when you're using such a plain background. It just breaks up a little bit, okay? And also kind of anchors everything. So what I did was, with that ombre paper, okay, with that ombre paper, you can get 3 different looks with one piece of ombre paper. So of course you have the dark to light, and then you can flip it and have light to dark. Or you can do what I did, and I went and I wanted this whole look. So I took my cut this way. Okay, so all I did was cut a 1-inch strip, and then to get those angles, and I'll tell you what, that's not how I used to do them, but this is how I do them now. And so you just kind of make it cattywampus, because you know, right here's your gutter, right? That's where your blade's going to cut, and you just cattywampus that thing. Okay, you put that, hold it down, and that's how you get those 2 cuts. I mean, does that get any easier? Put one at the top of your page, one at the bottom, and that's just from a 1-inch rectangle. Love that. And so then what all did I do with that? Because you know what I used to do? I think I probably should stop talking so much. Oh, I'm sorry. I think my videos are getting long. So maybe just watch half of it one day and half of another day. So, but they're not really just process videos. They're, you know, they're filled with tips and tricks and chatting and product and right? There's a little bit of everything. So what I used to do is I used to take this whole piece of paper and I would try to put it in this way, and I would make too many mistakes. So now I just do the 1-inch cut and then do the wonky cut. So then not only did I do that, I got in some faux stitching. And so why that's on my brain, because I just used that and did a demo in a recent video about faux stitching. And so simply what I used was a ruler, some black ink, my tracing wheel, and I'm talking like a couple minutes quick on stitching. I mean, love it. And again, it just adds in that element, and I'll tell you why I got that black in just a minute. So of course, you know, I have this diagonal design, and then with my title, I did not plan for my title to go there on the sketch. I was going to go exactly what they showed and go up here. But then, and you know how I'm always saying, look at your photos. So I looked at my photos and I saw, oh, these eggs have an arch here, and then these eggs here with this egg tiara, and that's just cute, you know. I thought, oh, you know, that's an arch and arch. So why not do my title in an arch? And I thought, oh, that brings in that visual triangle. I mean, oh, I love that. Just love looking for visual triangles and taking a cue from your photo, taking ideas from your mood and feel, and then it all comes together. So what I did to make this arch, of course, I used 3 different colors and fonts to make my title, and then I used this thicker alignment guide, and I'll have another video coming up reviewing the supply and perhaps a giveaway. Okay, so stay tuned for that. So then what else did I do? And of course, you know, you wanted here your thickers and alphas with an extra adhesive, because they, especially these chipper ones, they're going to be at the bottom of your page protector. And then with these sequins, because remember they were all in my kit, had fun with them, I used glossy accents. And remember to wipe your nozzle every single time you use glossy accents. And then I got in this tassel bow, which, oh my, I'm going to say it again. Another video I just did with a DIY and with these tassel bows, because they were part of this knockoff kit. I don't want that green one. Okay. So I had options too. Look how many different options I could have used. And so then this here with the loops, that was a different variation. So you can go watch that DIY, and there's a giveaway on that one. Okay, that faux stitching, I think that's start to finish video 21. And so you can see a demo about that. So again, I just got in those yellow elements. And so what do we need to talk about? Our visual triangles. Okay, so of course, you know, I have the colors. I have my mint, my white, my pink, and my yellow. And I got those represented in these clusters. And then of course, I have twine here. I made sure in both of my buttons there was twine. And you know, that's a subtle visual triangle. And then of course my yellow, this up here with the yellow and the eggs, that would be one, and then there's, you know, that would be one part of the triangle, and that makes that. And then what else? Okay, my mint green, I purposely used that color brad and that color brad to get in that visual triangle. Okay, same with my white. See the white here? I put a white label up here because I knew my journaling was going to be white. Okay, again, visual triangle. And that's how you know, because in this layout, you could have put your journaling up here, down here, or down here. And honestly, it would have worked, especially over here, because then that would be your visual triangle. And even down here, somewhat. That would have made a visual triangle. So when you don't know what to do, look at what you've already done and get in those visual triangles. Now, also, too, another happy accident, when I put my honey bunny, which I think that's so cute. So cute. Is that in the photo it actually says Easter. So it's my honey Easter bunny. I think that's just so cute. I love how that worked out. So again, this is a very simple page. I think I covered everything other than, you know, I put that washi on the back to cover up those bread. And I'm telling you, having that little scrap has really been helping me use this difficult roll of washi. So I recommend that. And I think that was it. On day 23. Can I do 24? I'm hoping tomorrow it does. I'm hoping. So I hope this video did not get too long, but we're having fun, right? That's what it's all about. And someone had commented that it was like sitting at the kitchen table just talking and chatting and scrapbooking. And you know what? That just warmed my heart, because that's what it's all about. It's about all of us having fun and crafting together. Okay, so come back to RTS, because you never know what we're going to learn. Bye.